Hello, everybody. My name is Devin Jones with Macdonald Financial Services, and I'm here with the weekly recap for the week of May 12th. It's been a fairly light week, I guess, as far as economic news goes. So we did have some things happen on Monday. Obviously, some CPI numbers came in. The market surged 4% or so on Monday. So we are now within, or at least then, we were within sniffing distance of where we started the year. So we've made a lot of headway back to neutral ground for the year from where we were. At one point, the S&P was real close to bear market territory. It was down around 19%. And now we've battled all the way back to darn near flat for the year. So still about 4 or 5% away, at least as of Monday, from where we were at in February from our all-time highs, which we've now closed in on. So over the last few days, we've seen the market even continue to march forward a little bit. So we're now within sniffing distance of all-time highs again. So we've had a V-shaped recovery, which typically I tell people, the market goes down on an elevator and up on an escalator. Typically, they don't bounce back this quickly, but we've had some movements, obviously, with tariff talk. We've had a 90-day window where we're negotiating with China and some other countries. So certainly there's some positive momentum on that front. It's just overall, I think we're starting to kind of get back to normal as far as a market paying attention more to what's going on in the economy and less on the tariff and to the headlines. Did have Powell come out and say, last week we're not going to do anything with rates. We're going to hold them steady. He elaborated on that this week. And more just said, hey, we're concerned a little bit about the inflationary numbers marching up higher. So we're going to keep rates neutral for now. The market is still priced in the Fed making and taking some action towards the end of the year. So I would expect we may see some movement towards the end of the year with rates, lowering those by the Fed at some point. We'll just have to see. Like I said, CPI, I referenced earlier, CPI numbers. Coming not as hot as what a lot of the economists were thinking. So again, that created some momentum for the market to march forward this week. So as far as that side of it goes, seeing some much happier clients as far as their numbers. Did visit with a gentleman today, and he was pleasantly surprised. He hadn't looked at his accounts in the last month and a half or so, and was happy to see things had bounced back up. So, in other news, Boeing announced that they've got a big deal that they got done with Qatar Airlines, $96 billion deal. So their stock has marched higher. So that's good to see. There's other things that we're watching, of course, here. But I think we're kind of seeing things settle down now. Now that we're heading into the late spring, summer months, typically things kind of slow down just a little bit. So anyway, that's what I had to report this week. Like I say, not a lot go on this week. Hopefully things settle down and we won't have to be as dramatic in our videos as what we've had to be in the past. So anyway, thank you for watching. If you haven't, like us, subscribe us. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube. So hopefully we'll catch you next time around. We'll see you next week.